that. And there's the Diamond Princess. It went up it's mostly inside passages all the way up here. There you can see that the clouds are shrouding the mountain tops. And we're going to have breakfast now. And there's more of an informal dining room, sort of a buffet breakfast type thing. There's a series of helicopters coming in, and the first two came in, and I'm not sure, this must be some kind of a tour. And watch how sharp they come, and wow, it's weird. There's been 3 of them, and now I think there's another one coming. Wow. Skagway. This is the town. I think there's about 4 big cruise lines in town right at the same time. So you can see that the town is like bustling with tourists. Buses, everything. There's some interesting sort of maybe a Russian throwback, some onion sort of style towers. In fact, the one over here is like that, but I can't see it from here. So go ahead. We just went into the Skagway post office, but they were closed for lunch. I mean, you can go in, but the office area is actually closed.
We were on our train trip for the next 4 hours. Hey, there's a guy standing out there.
Interesting is how narrow the gauge is
Of the rail. It doesn't look like they're more than about 18-20 inches apart. And there's some of the trains. Now, look at the wheels on those trains, how far inboard they are. That's a very narrow gauge.
The one over there about it.
Yeah.
That's what.
Look how
Somebody died in the incident that shot straight to the heart. Frank Brady died an agonizing 12 days later with a rifle shot to the groin. Now, the town of Skagway rejoiced to be rid of its building and honored Reed with the largest monument in the center of the cemetery with the inscription that reads, "He gave his life for the honor of Skagway."
The bad guy is where?
clouds are apparently a glacier lake.
We are now traveling through Rocky Point, and during the construction of the railroad, there was over 450 tons of black powder used to blast away rock and debris to make the rail bed. And over half of that powder was used in a small section known as Rocky Point. And there were so many casualties during the blasting period here that they erected an on-site hospital to take care of all the wounded. As we exit Rocky Point, you'll notice to be traveling on a narrow shelf blasted out of sheer cliff wall.